Hey there, Delmarva. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. We're so happy to have you here, and we are your hosts of Coast Life. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo, and yep, we're just plugging away at the week. We thought we'd get a little spooky today. We both wore black, you know?
Yeah, we both came out, and have you seen that Spider-Man meme where it's like, that meme? You know exactly. We were like, hey, you're spooky, I'm spooky.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
So we were having our little Wednesday Addams moment.
Exactly. Oh, I love it. It feels cuter when you say, like, we're having our Wednesday Addams moment.
Right?
I'm like, yeah, we don't look sad. We look cute and
right
in the holiday spirit.
Morbid chic.
Morbid chic. Yes, I love it.
That's what we're going for. But well, we do know that Halloween is coming up at the end of the month. There's been plenty of events. I mean, all October long, because fall is in full swing and things are just getting busy in our off season. Some off season, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, a lot of events that maybe they're not even happening right now, but tickets are available. You want to get a jump on these events for you and your kids, of course.
Yes, so Coast Life's Maya Henry is going to tell us a little bit more about what's going on. Maya?
That's right, Paige and Leah. I am at Shellville, which everybody knows, especially during winter time. But we cannot forget their fall events like Kids Spooktacular and Harvest Fest. But if you guys are waiting to hear about the beloved Shellville Winter Festival, you can go on their website for additional information, guys. Back to you, Paige and Leah.
Thanks, Maya. Yes, so much going on at Shellville, you know, even before we get into the Christmas Village, but those tickets are on sale too.
Yes, yeah, oh yeah, you can get everything. Those tickets are free, the Christmas Village, and from the way Elisa explains, Elisa Titus with Shell Brothers, who we spoke with before, but you pay this kind of small fee for these other events, like the fall festivals, and that's what keeps Christmas free. So I'll pay it.
Right, happily. So make sure you check out all the wonderful fall events that are going on in the area. Kind of speaking of fall, maybe you will consider yourself a cozy connoisseur, I guess.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah, like you love yourself a crisp fall day.
Oh, this is my routine every day. After I go home, I shower, jammies. I don't care that it's 2 o'clock. Jammies on, in my recliner with a blanket. I sit like this with my soup. And I just, oh, it's the best.
Well, then I think maybe you should apply for this. So there's a UK company. It's called Pour Moi, I think.
Okay.
And you know, they sell like lingerie and comfy clothes, like just like sleepwear, loungewear kind of stuff. And they are looking for their cozy coordinator. And basically, they're asking somebody to wear their stuff. While cuddling up on the couch, watching their favorite fall TV show, while also drinking their favorite fall drink.
Look no further.
I applied.
Yeah, I know you did.
I applied this morning. Like, we talked about this topic, and I was like, I have to. You get $500.
She like actually applied.
I did.
Yeah.
I can read you the description of
Please
what I
read us
submitted.
part of it. Yes, I have to see this. It is so funny, and we still don't understand. Does she have to do any work?
So that's what I really wasn't sure if that was included, because it didn't mention anything. Usually when you see these, you know, you have to post X amount of TikToks and like put some effort in on your social media. I didn't see anything like that, so I'm not really entirely sure how it works. You have now till, I think, the end of October to apply, and then they will let you know if you're the cozy coordinator on November 6th. But
that is so good.
Here's what I wrote.
Okay.
When the temperature drops below 70 degrees, my entire personality becomes that of a living autumnal billboard. You won't catch me without any combination of cozy fits, such as oversized sweaters and over-the-knee boots, a selection of turtlenecks and appropriate fall color palettes to mimic iconic fall moments like changing leaves, pumpkin spice lattes, and perfectly cozy afternoons at the vineyard.
Ooh, the description.
Right? Getting my English major on.
Yes.
I've spent many a day cozied up on the couch, warm drink in hand, touring Stars Hollow with all its charming residents. If I need a change in scenery, I may crack open a cute spooky book, like the X-Hex, which I got at Browseabout Books, to send chills down my spine, not to be outdone by the chill in the air. I would love nothing more than to test this new product, because it can be easy to feel sluggish spending the day on the couch, but when you're wearing something cute, a lazy day becomes a cute, cozy day well spent.
Yes, it does, and that's how Leah got the job.
We'll let you know on November 6th.
Amazing. I feel like I would have just been like, please, 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 and yours was so poetic.
I mean, that's what I'm going for. I'm hoping to really charm them.
If it came down to a vote, I would vote for you. It's not up to me, but just saying, I would vote for Leah Rizzo.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think you should apply. It should be fun.
You want them to apply?
I do. I want everybody to have a chance.
That's true. That's true.
All right. I won't tell you to back off.
That's true. If someone's going to win, they better be from Delmarva.
Exactly. And if you do win, let us know.
Yes, please. That'd be so cool. I love that this is a real thing. This is what brings the world together. Stuff like this.
Moments like this.
Honestly, though.
And I know we've talked a little bit about Google technology, sort of shifting gears here a little bit. The other day we were talking about the keycap.
Love that.
And it looks like now Google is trying to get away from passwords.
Yes, which I don't even know what they're trying to replace passwords with, but I'm on board.
They're saying like a pass key. So I don't know if that's like a physical object or if it's more like a fingerprint, Face ID, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Where like you need the actual device to be attached so that, if you're a hacker, you need both the phone and, a fingerprint. You can't just do it with an email password. No more phishing emails.
You know what I was doing? This is not even a joke. We were sitting here on this couch before we got started, and I lost my password to 2 things. I couldn't remember for the life of me. And one of them, this account I have, I changed the password last week. I can't remember what I changed it to. So this would help me a ton. And then they say, don't have the same password for all your things.
How are you supposed to remember it?
How are you supposed to remember?
Password?
Right. I'm so stressed out. So this would be so helpful.
I think, I know we've sort of been scaring ourselves with a lot of AI news. So to kind of take a step back and it's news like this that I think really does help. You don't think about it, but does kind of revolutionize technology, like little bits at a time. And if I never have to memorize another password in my life, gosh, I would be such a happy girl.
I would be so happy. And as AI's biggest hater, I'm actually on board with this. So I'm down. When can I start implementing this?
I don't know that they had a when per se, but I'm sure when they're like slowly starting to phase out those things, and I'm sure they'll start implementing things like fingerprint, Face ID.
I'll give you.
I don't have an iPhone.
My hair.
I might even be one of the first people to do that.
An eye scan, whatever it is, I'll do it. That sounds great to me.
Yes. But we've got a great show coming your way. COASTLIFE's Maya Henry is going to tell us a little bit more about what's coming up on the show today.
Coming up next, experience Camp Rehoboth's block party. Uncover October's spooky book picks with Browseabout Books. Plus, get ready for Revival House's thrilling horror trailer challenge. All that and more when COASTLIFE gets back.
COASTLIFE is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
Check out this sweet face. This is Luke Stevens, and he is one of the bravest and coolest kids we've ever met. And some good news for all of our COASTLIFE viewers. Luke is here on the couch with us today, as well as his dad, Cody. And we have Duran with JoJo's. Welcome, everybody, to COASTLIFE.
It's good to be here.
Happy to have you all.
Thank you.
Of course. Luke, like I mentioned, a warrior, a very brave kid. Luke has suffered with seizures for most of his life. So, Cody, do you mind just kind of explaining what's been going on with Luke so recently?
Sure. So he was born with a developmental brain disorder called polymicrogyria. Basically what it means is there's extra gray matter in the brain that causes the extra creases, and it keeps the brain waves from connecting to the location where they're supposed to connect. So naturally the brain sends more signals, and that's what causes the seizures. Because of that disorder, he was labeled with Lennox-Gastaut syndrome. And what that basically means is that he has had more than 3 types of seizures that are all untreatable by medication. So over time, we ended up having to have a hemispherectomy after a couple of different.
Oh yeah, for you.
I love you. After a couple of different EEGs that showed very severe spikes.
Okay.
And what was happening was the left side of his brain was trying to pick up what the right side couldn't do, but it kind of meant a threshold. And so it was either we did this surgery or things get a lot deeper.
Right, right. So some good news from last I heard is the surgery went well. Just talking to Luke, he's just loving superheroes, and we're having so much fun here today. I think he's getting a little sleepy now, but that's okay. We're all, it's 4 o'clock. We're all getting to that hour. No problem. So something really great though that you all can get involved with is Wheels That Heal. Wheels That Heal has an event coming up. It was scheduled for October 14th, but important to note, it has been changed. We're expecting some rain, so now it is happening November 4th at JoJo's. So tell us too, just what we can expect at this event, Duran.
Well, it's going to be a car show, and it's going to be representing Luke. And we're going to have, great food outside, and we're going to be catering for you. All right, so anyone can come up, they can come get some food, and they can, do their auctions, come and join themselves and, raise money for Luke. Basically, our vision is to serve great food so we can give back to the community and to give back to the veterans, everyone, everyone that's in need. So this is basically our cause for what we work hard for, This is why we do what we do here, is for the community, is to spread the love, to represent, to represent love. That's what this company is about, love and people. And all the money that we raise is going to Luke. So that's that's how we do things.
That's amazing. That's really, really incredible. What does it mean to you to see, organizations, people that you don't even know, coming together to support your family?
Well, there's no words for it, really. I mean, it's been unbelievable to see. As a family, we've been so used to being on the other side of the spectrum. We had done nonprofit work in the past. There was always, a way that we wanted to give, and it helps us. Even like during Christmas time, Luke is more interested in giving than receiving any gifts. And so for us all to come together and to see different members of the community come together and make this big event, it's been wild. I mean, people are making shirts for us. People have been donating. Whether it be Cash App, Venmo, whether it be events, it's been unbelievable. To say thank you is just not enough.
Hey, Luke, is there anything that you want people to know about you? Is there anything really cool that you want to say to the people watching television?
I love you. Oh, there we go.
Oh, wow. That was great. Thank you,
Good
Luke.
stuff.
All right, so just one more time, you guys. November 4th, what time and where is this event so people can make sure they go?
So this will be taking place at JoJo's Family Restaurant, 301 East Nellie Mill Road in Salisbury, Maryland, 21804. All right. And we're going to have lots of food. We're going to be, having fun, having a good time, watching beautiful cars come in and supporting Luke. And then afterwards, you can come in, get some great cream of crab, some crab cakes. All right, come enjoy yourself. All right, and let's raise money for him.
Before I let you go, is there any other way that people can support Luke and your family?
There's so many different ways you can contribute. We do have a Venmo, Cash App if for some reason you can't make the event, which we can put up.
Perfect. That's great. All right, we're gonna let Luke get out of here, go enjoy the rest of his day, have some fun, and probably play some Mario. So thank you guys again for being here, and thank you for what you're gonna do. I know either going to the event or supporting this family right here, the Stevens family.
You want to see something?
Yeah, well, let's say bye to these people, so stay right there. We'll be right back. I'm gonna watch this video.
On coastal Delmarva, Lewis is one of our favorite towns, and it's always so beautiful. Part of the reason it's always kept so beautiful is Lewis and Bloom. And joining us on the Coast Life couch today is Cindy D'Amidio with Lewis and Bloom. Cindy, tell us a little bit about Lewis and Bloom, just to kind of get us started. What is it? What do you guys do? Why do you love it?
Well, we are a group of currently 428 members.
Wow.
Of that, about 200 of our members actually work in the gardens. We have in Lewis about 20 gardens and pots that we maintain all over town in the different parks and on our city streets. And we love what we do. We maintain our gardens from, we start with our beautiful tulips in the spring, and we end with our beautiful holiday decorations in December. So we go almost all year long making Lewis beautiful.
Yes, and they are beautiful. I actually hadn't seen the tulips until this year. This was my first time going, checking them out. And you mentioned that you go into the holiday season. Speaking of the holiday season, you've got a Christmas wreath sale coming up. There's just nothing like a beautiful Christmas wreath. It pulls the whole house together.
Yes, it really does. And we are very fortunate that we get a homemade wreath from a place in North Carolina that we get these beautiful wreaths from. They're basically Fraser firs, interspersed with those are other greens, and they just make a beautiful, beautiful scent in your home, hanging on your front door. Then the wreaths are brought up by Ray's Produce, which is at the Brush Factory in Lewis, and the wonderful ladies headed by Emily there at the Brush Factory. They take the wreaths, they put beautiful pine cones on them, and then we, in Lewis and Bloom, we have a wonderful team of ladies that make a beautiful bow, a handmade bow that goes on the wreath, and then we sell them to our businesses. Our local businesses support us greatly, and of course the people of Lewis and Milton, and we go as far as Millsboro and Rehoboth Beach. We last year sold over 500 wreaths. This year we hope to hit that 600 mark. Yes.
Yeah, well, we're definitely happy to help you get the word out to reach that goal.
Yes, definitely. We wanted to get the word out and let people know that the wreaths are now available. Great. They can order online at lewisinbloom.org.
Okay.
Or we have a team of people that are going around selling them. people can also get them through any Lewis and Bloom member can give them a form, and they can also send a check to the old-fashioned way, to our P.O. Box, which is Lewis and Bloom, P.O. Box 308, Lewis, Delaware, 19958.
Awesome.
Incredible.
So many ways to get a hold of these wreaths. They're going to be beautiful. Again, they're really going to kind of tie the house together for the holiday season, and it's going to be gorgeous. And it's just a great community involvement too, like you said.
And I love the smell. When you mentioned the smell of a wreath,
I know.
It just smells like Christmas to me.
Same.
Yes,
it really does. The wreaths are going to be delivered November 29th to the merchants in town so that they can get ready for Lewis Hospitality Night. And then for everyone else that has ordered a wreath, they'll be available November the 30th.
That's awesome. Well, Cindy, thank you so much for coming in, representing Lewis and Bloom and telling us about the wreaths, because I know a lot of people are going to want to get their hands on them for Christmas this year.
Definitely.
It was my pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, stick around because we do have more Coast Life coming your way. You're not going to want to miss it.
Leah, are you ready to party?
I'm always ready to party.
Are you ready to block party?
I'm always ready to block party.
Me too. And you know who else is ready to block party? Matty Brown with Camp Rehoboth. He's here today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we're all ready to block party because the Camp Rehoboth block party is happening this weekend, Matty.
That's right. This Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to take to the streets and take over the second block of Baltimore Avenue in downtown Rehoboth. And we're going to have over 100 vendors. And it's going to be a great party. We're going to have local nonprofits, craftspeople, artisans, and entertainers on the Camp Rehoboth stage. And so it's going to be a great event, bringing the community together.
Yes, there's a lot going on this weekend too. So I think while you're down there checking out all the events happening in our area, this is, you know, one great one that you want to make sure you hit. I know you guys also had some activities for kids too.
That's exactly right. Stop by the Camp Rehoboth Arts table. We have art. You can make your own rock.
Cute.
So this event is for, you know, all ages, of course, and especially for kids. We want people to stop by. We have all materials provided, and they can make their own rock with a variety of paints and things like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
Sounds so fun. I know you mentioned too, you're kind of taking over this one part of Baltimore Avenue, really bringing the community together. Why is it so important for Camp Rehoboth to really include the whole community in events like this?
Yeah, absolutely. So the block party is Camp Rehoboth's largest outreach event of the year. Wow. And Camp Rehoboth, our mission is to create safe spaces inclusive of all sexual orientations and gender identities. And that extends to folks recognizing us as neighbors and us being an integral part of the community. So we like to hold these community events to really bring the community together in that way.
Yeah, so people who are interested in celebrating the block party, do they just show up? How do they kind of participate?
Absolutely. Admission is completely free. We will have donation receptors at the entrances for the block party. So those are encouraged to support Camp Rehoboth Community Center and our mission. But yeah, we encourage everyone to come out and support all the vendors, most and foremost. Yeah,
definitely. I know you've been doing this event for a long time. I've been before. So much fun. I would like to know, what's your favorite part of the block party, if you have one?
I gotta say, our performers at the Camp Rehoboth stage are one of the most exciting parts about the block party. So this year we have the Clear Space Theater Company coming. We have local drag talent led by Roxy Overbrook.
Oh, we know Roxy.
And we have bands like Bet and Rue and Gold Star. So it's going to be a lot of fun just checking those out.
It sounds like it's going to be tons of fun.
Yes, I don't want to be a negative Nelly, but there might be a little bit of rain this weekend.
Yes.
Sunday though is a maybe, but in the event of rain, what's your plan?
It's constantly changing. We are constantly surveying the weather.
Okay.
So our plan is, this is a rain or shine event. So we encourage everyone to plan on attending, but know that we are keeping a close eye on it. And should the weather conditions threaten the safety of our vendors, our volunteers, or the attendees of the block party, we will reserve the right to cancel the event. So stay tuned to our socials and our website for updates on that.
Okay, no problem. I mean, honestly, sometimes it's fun just to grab a poncho.
Exactly.
And get
you
to
didn't buy
it.
cute rain gear for nothing.
Right, right, exactly. Oh, I'm like, I need to wear these rain boots. I wish it would rain.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
Which I know people don't want to hear.
No, we are not wishing for rain.
But any other day besides the block party, I wish it would rain. I could wear my cute pink rain boots. Yeah. Yes, awesome. Well, one more time, the when and the where so people can write it down.
Absolutely. The what is the Camp Rehoboth Block Party? The when is this Sunday, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the second block of Baltimore Avenue in downtown Rehoboth.
Perfect. A lot to do and see this weekend. We're looking forward to it.
Thanks so much.
Thanks, Maddie, for being here, and thank you for sticking around because we're going to be right back.
Leanne Page, this week's Happy Place takes place in Ellendale. This 2-bedroom, 2-bath home has an enclosed porch that makes for the perfect view to get out and enjoy the weather. And we can't forget the 1-car garage that takes the hassle off of parking. This week's Happy Place is sponsored by the Parker Group.
All right, Coast Life fam, we got some spicy tea for you today. We love spilling the tea on Thursdays, thanks to our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. The tea that we're going to be diving into today, perfect for the chilly weather out there. It's a chocolate black tea. Smooth black tea blended with natural chocolate flavoring for a rich and delicious combination. It smells really chocolatey.
And it kind of matches our vibe today. That's why we picked it. It has this black spooky vibe, perfect for fall.
Yeah, give that a whiff.
Okay, you know, this is funny. So it smells like chocolate tea, which is what it is. But it just smells like chocolate and tea. It's so good. You can imagine what it smells like.
Yes.
I know that's obvious.
So that's the literal tea that we're going to be spilling today, but the dramatic tea that we're going to be spilling. Paige, take it away.
Oh, this is so good today. I'm so happy to read this for you. Okay, so this is written in by a man who is a husband, okay? He says...
First red flag, no, I'm just kidding.
Right. He says he's a little concerned because his brother-in-law bought his wife over $1,000 worth of jewelry for a gift. So we're already like, right? So he says his brother-in-law gifts his wife over $1,000 in jewelry, and she's very excited, and she's thankful, and he's like, well, this is kind of weird. So he kind of goes to his brother-in-law's wife, and he's like, hey, that was a really generous gift you guys gave my wife. And this girl says, what? I did not know. He gave your wife over $1,000 worth of jewelry. Ooh. So he says this isn't appropriate. He tells his wife, I think you should give it back. This isn't cool. You know, this man didn't even give his own wife thousands of dollars worth of jewelry.
Yeah.
He gave her like $100, $200 for this like gift. So she's like, why are you giving someone else's wife all this jewelry without me knowing? They're uncomfortable. The wife who received the jewelry says, you're being dramatic, and she wants to keep it. Oh. Leah, my head is going, there is something fishy between these two.
My head is going to the exact same place. I mean, I think it just, there's no reason for a guy to get another girl jewelry.
Unless it's your dad.
Yeah, okay. If it's like your daughter that you're buying jewelry for, your niece, if it's a blood relative of yours.
Right.
It's the only reason I think that a guy should buy a girl that's not his wife or girlfriend jewelry. The fact that his wife didn't know, the fact that the one guy's wife wasn't bothered by the fact that she received this expensive jewelry makes me think that like there's been something happening between them the whole time, and this is an attempt to kind of cover it up.
Exactly. And I'd like to think that if my brother-in-law, I'm not even gonna use my brother-in-law because that's weird because I know him and he's not weird and he wouldn't do that. But like if a man gave me over $1,000 worth of jewelry, I think I would go to my fiance and be like, this is weird, right? What do we do?
Right.
You know? So
you would clue your man in on it and be like, this is weird. Like, how do we handle this?
Yeah. So I almost think the fact that she thinks it's okay, what you need to do, and I stand by what I'm about to say through and through, you need to go through your wife's phone. We would never endorse going through someone's phone, breaking their privacy, whatever, if they weren't doing anything wrong. But I swear to you guys, go through that girl's phone.
You usually know. You just know.
Yeah, and you just need that evidence. So
yeah, and like this could be your first sign of evidence is saying that like, hey, this jewelry mishap.
And how messy that it's your wife and your brother-in-law. So messy. That's So messy.
So messy.
Keep it in the family, I guess. Not. I'm just kidding. It's weird.
It is. It's all kinds of weird.
It is.
I don't like it, but I am liking this tea.
I was just gonna say, this is awesome.
It's almost like if you love hot chocolate, but maybe you're not a dairy lover. This is a great way to kind of go around that.
Because the chocolate taste in this is actually very light. It's not overwhelming. It doesn't taste artificial. It doesn't at all.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm getting at?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You guys should just go buy it. I'm going to read it out to you one more time. The black chocolate black tea. Oh, easy to remember. Black chocolate black tea.
Yep, you can hold on to that. You can take yourself over to the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Get yourself that tea. I mean, any of the teas that we've talked about have all been winners. I really like the Cider House blend that we tried a few weeks ago. That was really tasty.
This one is the mood for today.
Yes.
It's like this dark, we're spilling the tea. We have our dark outfits on. Dun dun. So I'm digging this. If you want to send us your tea, if there's something that's just bothering you and you want our opinions, 2 opinions from people who are not experts on anything.
But we're your friends. We'll help walk you through it.
Right. Email us at team@coastlife.com. It's that easy and we'll keep it anonymous. So while you get at your phone and you shoot us an email, vent to us with all your problems, you can do that. We're going to take a break, but we'll be right back.
Spill the Tea was brought to you by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
All right, Coast Life, do you like scary movies?
Sometimes.
Have you ever watched a scary movie and thought, you know, I'd like to try my hand at making one of those?
No.
But I don't live in Hollywood. Well,
yes.
Guess what? You don't have to, because joining us on the Coast Life couch today to tell us about the Horror Trailer Challenge happening right here on Delmarva is, of course, Rob Rector. Welcome back.
Thank you very much for having me.
We love having you here.
Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, we're really excited. This is our 5th year for the Horror Trailer Challenge, and on Wednesday, October 18th, we are going to go onto our Facebook page and announce live a line of dialogue and a special prop or totem, as you will, to make sure that these are made specifically for this event.
Okay.
Then contestants have 7 days in which they need to produce, direct, edit, and send to us a horror trailer. So it can be no more than 3 minutes in length.
Okay.
And then on October 25th at the Milton Theater at 6 p.m., we will air all of our entrants, and then we will vote on an overall winner, runner-up, and an audience favorite, and they split the cash prize of $1,000. So
very, very cool.
It's free to enter as well, so anyone can do it.
Yes. Now, this is, I mean, there are so many creative people here on Delmarva. I mean, we've seen a lot of local filmmakers and just a lot of creativity pouring out of this area. What's something that you really love about the Horror Trailer Challenge?
Great question. For as many years as we've been doing the Revival House, this is probably one of our most favorite signature events. A, because there's nothing else like it in the, even film challenges, there's not a horror trailer challenge like this one. But more importantly, like you said, we are rich with artistic creators in this area here, and there are so few outlets for them to be able to exercise these talents. So it's a great opportunity to see them all kind of come together in one location. They communicate with one another, they get to share their stories behind the scenes, they get to share their secrets with one another, and then we get up on stage and we do a question and answer with all the directors and talk about, you know, all the obstacles that they may have faced or the fun things that they've done while creating it. And it's an opportunity from those who maybe this is their first time behind a camera, maybe they've been doing it for years, but they all kind of come together and chat and share stories, and it's just a really fun event.
Now, that's inspiring too, because when Leah said, you know, ever think of making a trailer? I'm like, no, me? Have you met me? I could not. But then when you're like, no, anyone can do this, it kind of makes you feel, okay, let me try this out.
Yeah, we've had students who were in middle school making them. We've had animated films. We've had, you name it, I mean, across the board, and it's great to see, you know, some of these younger people who thought, nah, I'll never do that. But I know as a geek myself growing up, I would take that, you know, the heavy video camera and be in the backyard making Star Wars films all the time. But here's an opportunity to see it on a big screen in front of all your family and friends, and just really have an opportunity to feel like a superstar.
Yeah, it's really fun. You do. You get to exercise that creativity, and I think also the chance to kind of share with other directors on that stage is really, really cool. Now, because it is a horror trailer challenge, and maybe that's not a genre you're used to exploring, but you're thinking about it. Maybe what are some of the elements that are key to making a really strong horror trailer.
Right. So this is a trailer, right? So this is kind of edited out all of the unnecessary things in films like plot or character development or anything. You just get to the good stuff, right? So there's the opportunity there to just kind of filter out. You don't have to sit for long periods of time and think, okay, well, that character wouldn't act this way, or I need to include this in there. No, you can just get to the really good parts and edit it down to just its purest essence. And let's face it, sometimes going to the movies, the trailer's the best part about it anyways, just seeing all the trailers beforehand. So, you know, I think if you just kind of keep concise and with 7 days, you can't sweat the small stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I mean, you have to just kind of focus on is this shot complete? Okay, on to the next one, on to the next one. So I think just making sure you keep it tight and keep it under 3 minutes and just have a good time. It's a great opportunity to just join with some friends and just knock around in the backyard and use your own creativity.
And if you're anything like the new Exorcist trailer, you did too good of a job because that is terrifying. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I don't think we'll have that in there. But what we will do is, we usually do when we do tally the votes, we'll show some shorts and some other trailers of old horror films and stuff to let everyone kind of mingle and talk. We'll go up and tabulate the votes, and then we come down and then do the Q&A with them. So it's a great little event.
It is a great little event.
I do have to ask, what's your favorite horror movie?
You know, every year I probably break out the remake of The Thing from John Carpenter from 1982, I believe it was. That to me just is probably the quintessential horror movie. The way it builds up tension, the scene building, the character development, it's phenomenal, and it's a go-to classic for me.
I'll have to make that my challenge to watch that this Halloween season.
Ooh, let's do it. Spooky season.
Yes.
You owe it to yourself.
I do. Okay.
So one more time, Rob, for people who are interested in participating in the challenge, the day that you're releasing, all the info that they need to know, and then when this is all going down.
Right. They can just go to the revivalhousetheater.com. All the information is on there, but look for on Facebook on the 18th, and then on the 25th is when we'll be screening it, and it's free to enter. So there is no, there's no deposit they need to make for it. Just send us your trailers.
Awesome.
Perfect. Easy enough.
Easy enough, and it's going to be a really fun, creative evening. But don't go anywhere, because we've got some more fun and creative things coming your way with more Coast Life.
You're watching Coast Life, and it is the perfect time of the year to check out some books. And today we're at Browseabout, one of our most favorite places, and we have some spookier editions today. So I am with Miss Jessie Jones, and she's the perfect person to tell us about these books. Hi, everybody. First, I'm going to bring you off with a pretty spooky one. This is The Whispered Man by Alex North. It is a British crime novel, and it's actually based off of true events that happened with his son. So that kind of gives it a little extra spooky factor. Next, I've got Lavender House by Lev A.C. Wilson. This is a 1950s crime novel. This was actually just featured at our History Book Festival.
Nice.
The second in the series just released. It is actually set at a soap empire, and somebody dies.
How do you find your books that you want to place on like your different shelves? You told me you did all this by yourself. How do you pick the right book?
Oh, I just kind of go in and I see who likes what. Okay, so this is so-and-so's staff pick. This is another person's staff pick, and I see what our quantity is, and I kind of just start building, and then I just keep fussing until I find the right levels. So I have Darcy Coates. She is the queen of haunted houses. This one in particular is about a house that breathes and carries lies. But it's set in a vineyard, so will the new inheritor be able to stay alive in the house, or will she get lost in the underground tunnels of the vineyard?
Is it based off a true story, or is this something?
This one is
totally
this one's totally different. And then I've got Kelly Leegee, Maggie, I Have Your Baby. This is the first book. I know it looks creepy. This is the first book in a 4-book series, and it's going to continue. She's actually a local author.
And this is local.
She is local, and this is all her books are set about local legends that she's coming to life, and she's got her main character Maggie, and you follow the series as she's growing up. You can read them all individually,
but you can also read them in order. And it's all about local areas in Delaware that have paranormal. Yeah, this is very cool. We were talking about this in the office the other day about this exact book. I had a friend who tried to take me to that bridge, and I've never screamed more in my life. So this is crazy that you brought this up.
Yes, so she's actually going to be signing Sea Witch Festival weekend Saturday, October 28th at 4:30. So she will be here.
We'll be there too.
Yes.
Awesome. We also that weekend will be having Richard Chismar, and this is his new book that just released. These are set in the late 80s, Edgewood, Maryland. So if you're like a Delmarva person, this is pretty close to home. It is about a serial killer.
Okay.
Who they call the Boogeyman.
And this one, I can already tell this one's gonna be juicy.
So this one is a dark humor set in the 5th floor of hell.
Oh my. All right.
Where the pens don't work, the coffee machine explodes, and in order to get your soul to the top floor of hell, you have to sell many souls. So it's like an office humor. Okay. It's very dark. I laughed out loud a lot. It was great. If you want something a little bit funnier, but also have like a dark twist to it. This one is probably my top 5 of all time.
Babel?
Yes, you can pronounce it Babel or Babel.
Okay.
Both ways are correct. Right. And this is by R.F. Kuang. So this one is technically a fantasy set in, let's see, 1820s Oxford. It is more than what you think it will ever be. When you say fantasy, you think, oh God, okay. This is also dark academia, which fits the season. It is about racism, sexism, colonialism, and the magic system works on linguistics. So it's all about the true emotional translation of the languages. Wow. So they're bringing in children to learn all these languages to keep the city moving and building and growing.
I see different stuff on the table. You have like cups, you have stickers. Tell me about those things. Like, why would someone want to come to Browseabout Books for anything else besides books?
Really, if you need a gift for anything, we've got it. We've got stickers for the kids. We have activity books. We have fun things that you don't see in any other retail store.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Jessie, for this interview. You really enlightened me because I am not a scare book. I don't like anything scary, but I might have to check out that last one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, that one's good, for sure.
Right. Well, guys, if you're looking for something to cozy up with this fall/winter, Jessie is the one to go to. There's more Coast Life on the way.
This segment of Coast Life was brought to you by Browseabout Books.
All right, Coast Life, you know it, the holiday season, it's going to be here before we know it, and that means it's the return of Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. Every year, through generous donations from businesses and people just like you, we do our best to make sure every child has a present to open on Christmas morning. We do that by supporting nonprofits that pick families in need, and hey, applications like that, they are open right now until October 31st. Leah, Bless Our Children is such an amazing thing that we do every year. I love, we have our Christmas tree up and people send in cards, donating money.
It is, it's really cool to see.
Oh, it's so fun. So really important, so don't forget, if you have a nonprofit or an organization that helps kids and gets some presents on Christmas morning, just send an application to us. You can go to our website.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah, a couple more weeks until those applications close. Something else that's really exciting for this time is it is the 20th anniversary of the pumpkin spice latte. But that's not exactly why we're all excited. Check this out now. This is a varsity jacket that you can get, celebrating 20 years of pumpkin spice.
I want it.
Yes.
I need it.
Starbucks put it out. But that's not all. So they come out with this jacket. They came out with these tattoos. Leah.
Yes.
Ours are around here somewhere.
I have mine.
I had mine. But it's cute. Mine was up here. Our favorite, well, I'm speaking for you. Our favorite part is the playlist that they have. Yes. That Starbucks released.
So they released it on Spotify, and it's a playlist of songs that came out 20 years ago, right?
Yeah, so it's all songs from 2003, which some I remember being more hits then
yeah.
But listening to them today,
some more than others, but we've been listening to it.
Yeah, some are flops, some are fine. So if you just go to your Spotify, if you have it, search Starbucks. This is what I did, and it shows the playlist called 2003. So you can wear your jacket with your tattoos, drink your pumpkin spice latte, and listen to music.
Yeah, all while maybe applying to be that cozy coordinator.
Boom. Which I'm sorry if you have applied, but I think Leah is in first place for that right now.
I'm really hoping.
But you should still apply.
Yes, still apply.
Yeah.
It could be fun. And again, if you win, let us know. You get $500.
That's exactly right.
Right?
I think so.
Effortless.
Right. It doesn't pay anything to apply. You might as well.
Exactly.
Awesome. All right. Well, hey, we're going to let you guys go, but let us know if you apply to that job.
Yes,
I have to know. Yeah.
You can always email us, team@coastlife.com.
We'll be here. We're going to keep listening to that 2003 playlist.